When in doubt, zoom out. Let's reaffirm our standpoint from the last video. Let's talk about DENT one more time. And let's, as I said, zoom out even more. Weekly chart, price analysis. Hope you like it. Follow me to the charts. Thank you for sticking around. The value will be provided. DENT versus USD weekly chart, every candle 1 week. This is no joke. On the screen you are seeing the whole 2021, the beginning of 2022, and even the majority of 2020. This big chart, this zoom out approach is enough for all the answers. Let's make it fast. Are we bullish or are we bearish in the big picture? Well, the answer as always is not that easy. 21 exponential moving average is showing us we're bearish. No sugarcoating. We are below the 21, which is at 0.0046, and we are standing at 0.003. As long as that is the case, that means that DENT don't have a momentum to the upside. So we are still moving like snails. It's either sideways, it's either to the downside. So if you see in the coming days even more downside targets, don't be surprised. Now, I'm not expecting big targets to the downside, but it is a possibility. And that's the simplicity of using moving averages. As long as you are below it, nothing in the bear manner should surprise you. Clean and simple. It's true that we are whipsawing down and up and down and up and down, and who knows what's next. But the proof of bullish phase is still not with us. Okay? Good. Let's move on. I will reinforce presumably everything that I said in the last video, and that is using the 3-day chart. And I must mention this level one more time because it's really significant when we gained it. Upward momentum. 0.007, the level of maximum resistance. It's obvious how much resistance is causing us this level, and I think that will be the most significant level in creating the new bull. When we break 0.007, you will see literal fireworks, and DENT is able to do that. How do I know that? Well, what is this? Fireworks. Yes, it is. So think about it this way, the level between 7 and 8, so 0.008 and 0.007, is the most significant in the coming weeks, months. We don't know exact timeline when DENT may move to the upside, but when we reach this level and when we break it, oh boy, you can rest assured that we will find one more time resistance at those levels. Weekly chart randomly lie, and not so often. But forget about that 0.007, it's so far ahead. It's more than 2x from today's standpoint, so let's talk about reality. And as I said in the previous video, this is the reality. The ultimate line of resistance that will signal the bull when we break it to the upside. Now, the line of support is still not super clear, because yeah, I could make the case of something like this with those 2 points of supports, but this move to the downside is still not over. I mean, it might be, but we don't have any proof, so please, maybe we're forming something like this. It's still the same pattern, symmetric and triangle, but it leaves us some space to go to the downside even more. We'll see. Don't forget, we're in a downtrend, we're in a bearish momentum. Now, saying all that, seeing this big triangle on this big weekly chart, I will presume that the move of this resolution will be to the upside. And that's when that fireworks are coming in, blah blah blah. But we have some time to move in this triangle. Until that point, well, the timeline, I will suppose 1 to 3 months. No one can say for sure, but have some more patience. And to give you one very simple proof that this symmetrical triangle is valid and that when we reach that resistance point one more time, we will see fireworks and probably break to the upside, is this volume. Now keep in mind and just watch the chart. The biggest buying power in DENT's history is here, March of last year. And of course, this is the time when we established the peak, when we established this downward sloping line of resistance. But more importantly, look at this. Look at this humongous skyscraper. And what do you know? When was it formed? Right at the time when DENT was touching this super important line of resistance. We got rejected and therefore we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles, in my case black candles in a row. And that is expected. We were heavily rejected by this line. So now we don't have any volume, but rest assured, when we touch this line of resistance, when the fight between the bulls and the bears, buyers and sellers, come to life one more time, you will see big volume. At the moment, DENT don't have enough bulls power. They will come, rest assured. Altcoin season number 2 is postponed, but will be realized. Please, no fear in the DENT community. You know what you stand for, your time will come. And now watch this video when we analyze DENT for the launch of 2020, when we talk on the 3-day chart, reinforce your knowledge of technical analysis and my views on DENT. I'll see you in that one.